So today I'm going to show you how to rebuild or refresh your fluorescent light assembly on a Frigidaire Flair. So I bought this 1960-61 Frigidaire Flair off Marketplace, and I was told that everything worked. Of course, when I go to pick it up, it's in a storage unit sitting on its side, so there was no way to test it. But I brought it home, and of course it needed a new burner. The clock doesn't work. There were some damaged wires, and the fluorescent light kind of worked. It flickered and it was really noisy. So I'm going to go into detail on what it takes to get it going, and I'll list all the parts down below in the comments section. So if you want to refresh your light assembly, you'll have all the parts available to do that. So there are three main components to this. You got the lamp itself, you have the starter, and you also have the ballast. And before you work on this, you want to de-energize it. So you'll want to turn off power. So either get in the cabinet below and pull the plug, or if yours is hardwired, you'll want to go down to the electric panel and turn off the breaker. So the first part that I replaced was the starter. And if you have the fan, you'll need to remove the fan because we need to get into the top. So once you remove the fan, which usually there's going to be like 4 screws, so you have to open it up, take out your filter, remove 2 screws. You probably have to disconnect some ductwork up above, unwire it, pull this out, and then you will remove the top cover, which there are 2 screws. So there's a screw right above here and a screw above here. Remove those 2 screws and this top cover comes off. After you get those screws removed, the panel will slide forward and you can lift it up. The starter will be in the very back on the right side. So once you get over the spring area, you'll see the starter, and it twists lock into place. So kind of depress it into the block a little bit and turn it left or right, and it should pop out. So take your new starter, align the pins in the block, depress it a little bit, and turn to the right. So once that's complete, you're done at the top, so you can put the lid back on if you want. But you'll probably want to keep the fan off because we need to pull the oven out to work on the ballast. So for some context, the ballast is going to be behind the burner tray in the very back. So when you pull this out, there is a big metal cover that is removed to expose the wiring, and it is just to this side of that metal cover on the very bottom of the oven. So I'm working with minimal space, so I pulled my oven out and I didn't get it out super far, so I am kind of working over the cabinets. But you will remove that center panel in the back and it exposes all the wiring. And then once you get your hands in there, there are 2 Phillips head screws, or they should be Phillips head, 2 Phillips head screws that are securing the ballast to the base of the flare. And it's a little tight back there, so you'll have to pull the burner tray out a little bit. And there are also 2 wires connected to it. You could just pull those wires off of the ballast. Now, if your light is very buzzy, the ballast is probably the source of that. Now, once it is removed, we can now put the new ballast in place. And the ballast that I used has about the same mounting points as the original one. So you can put it back into the same location and reuse the existing screws. Once you get that screwed in place, it is now time to wire it up. We'll cut off these ends and strip the wire back and wire nut everything together. So wire nut 1 wire from the flare to 1 wire of the ballast, then wire nut the other 2 wires together. Now you can shorten these wires if you want, so you don't have as much excess or slack. Then you can also wire tie the wires too. Once everything is all wired up and mounted, we can now put that back cover back in place. Now we should be done with everything behind panels, so you can put everything back together and slide the flare back in place. So now let's replace the actual fluorescent lamp. I decided to go with an LED lamp instead of fluorescent. So we will remove the 2 screws on the top panel right here. So remove that screw and this screw on this other side, and that metal cover will lift right off. And then once you get it off, you'll probably want to pull the glass out, and the glass just slides in place. So just be careful, just pull it straight up through the channels and set it to the side. And your fluorescent lamp, the pins on the side will pop out and just pull the whole thing out. The LED retrofit just fits right in place. So align the pins and just snap it into place. And now we can slide the glass back into the channel, install that top cover, and install your fan assembly if you have one. And plug it back in or turn the breaker on. And now for the final reveal, a nice quiet light. Well, I hope that helps get your Flair back on the road. Like I mentioned, there will be affiliate links down below in the comments with all the parts that I used. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out in the comments. I'd love to help you with your Flair. And if you like more Flair content, maybe I'll make some more, so just let me know.